Hi there, Chris Batty from Discovery. There's some research, I think it might have been conducted by Martha Stout in America, that indicates that 1 in 25 people might be sociopaths. It also, a similar piece of research saying that actually the more senior you got in organisations, it became more interesting. It was like 1 in 8 or something like that. How do you engage a sociopath? How do you get those people to change behaviour?
Wow.
Thanks, Don.
No, thank you. This is hard because what I'm visualizing in my mind is some research that was done at Stanford where they're mapping where certain things happen in the brain. And in this research, they were mapping where the empathy centers of the brain are. So when we're feeling empathetic, where do the neurons light up like a Christmas tree in the brain? And then on another occasion, they're mapping where we feel physical pain. And one of the fascinating things about this particular piece of this reflection on the research is the two overlap. So the area where we feel empathy, we're actually feeling a little of the pain that the other person we think went through. And that seems to be a key part of empathy, is a shared sense of pain about what's happening to the other. They had one person in the study where the two things didn't overlap at all. They were completely distant and different. So they went back to find that volunteer. Former federal convict who was a sociopath. And it's one of the reasons why they can do what they do to others is because their sense of empathy never connects with a felt sense of pain. So they can do things to people that just doesn't bother them whatsoever. If I found one in my company, I certainly would be very concerned. The short answer to your question is something I have not gone into today at all, and that is about how to hire better. And the hiring process is broken. There's no correlation between the job interviewer's assessment of the candidate and that candidate's success over time. So using job interviewers is not science. It's just, it doesn't actually get you much further. But what you need to do, and the right way to hire, is to test, is to use psychoanalytic testing. Because the key determinant on a successful new hire has almost nothing to do with their resume. It has almost everything to do with their fit with the culture, and the group, the team, and the leader. So fit is far more predictive of success than what's on a resume. My point is, if we're doing psychoanalytic testing, we're going to find those people before we bring them on board. If we find them already in the organization, I don't think legally there's much you can do other than insulate others around them. If they're your CEO, I'd polish up my resume. Yeah.